What's the plan today, Seb? Turning my street photography into an art collection.
Filming, creating, learning together. Welcome to our journey.
I've done it before, people pieces are not elephants, but I think it's about time I made my next series. Previously, I have done photography where we take a street photo and then I edit it to give it some extra manipulation. So I'm thinking of manipulating some of my recent street photography to give it its same vibe so I can make them all into a series art collection. So let's give it a go.
Now that I've selected my images, I'm going to start laying down some spheres and working off of those. They're basically going to be my placement for the overall ink clouds. They're going to keep building up on those blobs with different ink strokes and then shade them with a separate layer. Nice little bit of blending at the end with a bit of noise to try and match as well. And the next one, pretty much the same. Again, you're just applying those appropriate blobs and using them as a reference for the overall layout of the clouds. So this one took a few times to try and get the right amount of tendrils coming off of the person. I ended up going more of a separate piece that they've already broken off, all very kind of liquid style blobs, and then the shading trying to match that of the little doorway that she was in and that of the surroundings as well. A little bit of blending followed by a noise application. Here again, it's very much the same, trying to find those tendrils, building off of those spheres to form the main bulk of the cloud. At first, I admit I really did struggle with this again. Trying to get an appropriate balance in the image was the big thing. It just felt very messy. With enough play, I was then able to balance the image quite nicely with the overall layout of the connecting pieces. And what was quite nice about this is it gave me very much the same vibe as a form of fish eggs, which are called mermaids' purses, and because it was by the sea, it felt very appropriate that it looked kind of like a mermaid's purse. So I kept that and I kept running with it. And yeah, overall the shading on this felt really nice. The blending of the shoulders worked pretty good. I think I kept this one a little bit more cartoony than the previous versions because of the harsh shadow contrast. Whereas in the older versions, I definitely smoothed it out a lot more, but I definitely prefer that more harsher cartoon style. I like the fact that it doesn't feel part of the world. The last one came out looking really nice. I was really pleased with that. Overlooking all the photos in this art series, I'm really pleased with them. I think they match up with the older photos that I had. They are a little bit more cartoony than the last ones, but I don't mind that. I think it feels appropriate for the more positive vibe that I want to get from these images. I think that overall message of getting on with your life and enjoying it despite all those difficulties that you've gone through that linger with you from your past is such a wonderful message, and I think having it in that cartoony style is much more appropriate than having those blobs feel more 3D and more realistic. I really like the colours in these. It feels way more vibrant, way more positive, and I think we've got ourselves a lovely little art collection, which at the moment I've named it Blobs because I want it to feel fun since it's about life being fun. So thank you very much for checking out this short little video where I make myself a little art collection. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can head over to Instagram at sebcoxfilms, or of course you can like this video and subscribe if you want to see more fantasy art creations, whether it's 3D prints, filmmaking or photography. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!